Okay, so in summary, these are the topics that we learned in this discussion. So I've defined that the linear momentum P is equal to mv. It was motivated by Newton's second law by first expressing our Newton's second law in terms of velocities. And then with the assumption that the mass is constant, you can say that the force is just the time rate of change of the momentum of an object. And then if there is a change in the momentum of the system, then we have the so-called impulse. Impulse is just the effect of an average force on a certain time interval. Usually that time interval is very short. Both linear momentum and impulse have the same units, which is kilogram meter per second. And then we also have the so-called impulse momentum theorem, which gives us the idea that the impulse is the change in momentum. So therefore, without actually going into the details of how to determine the force function for a colliding object or for an object colliding to another body, we can predict the motion of the object by using, instead of forces, we can use impulse and momentum. Now, okay, and now the question now becomes this. So how can we? The question now becomes this: how can we use the momentum conservation problem? What happens pala if the net external force acting on the system is zero? If the net external forces acting on the system is zero, then from the equation from Newton's second law, then the time change rate of change of the momentum is also zero, dp dt zero. And if dp dt zero, then anong sinasabi ko? Conserved ang isang quantity if the time rate of change of that quantity is zero, and hence the momentum is conserved. Okay? That will be our discussion for next time, which is the conservation of momentum and how can we apply our conservation of momentum in systems wherein the forces are negligible. Only the interacting forces acting on the system are important, and the forces external to them are not important. Ang tawag doon ay collision. Okay? Doon natin gagamitin yung conservation of momentum in solving these problems. Okay, so are there any questions for this discussion? If there are no more questions for this discussion, then that's the end of this discussion. Thank you very much for attending. Those who are watching on YouTube, thank you very much. And I see you all next time. Bye-bye.